coming. You're now rocking with the greatest, reacting to the old and reacting to the latest. Every single genre that's Birdman's taste. Everybody's welcome here in Birdman's place. Yeah.
Who was shaking, baby? Birdman here. Welcome to my place. As always, thank you for stopping on in. Ladies and gentlemen, you have tuned in to yet another reaction/review video, and we're gonna dig right in. But first things first, I'm gonna need you to do something for me. Follow me on twitch.com/birdmansplace for all of my live streams. They're the lifeblood of this channel. They're a marathon and we have a blast. Secondly, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and relax. Take your shoes off, kick your feet up, and enjoy, because we gonna have some fun today. Now today, ladies and gentlemen, I got a special reaction, and it's actually 2 in 1. This is... I don't know how to explain this. This is a song and an interview by Mark Miller of Sawyer Brown. This song was a tribute called the Nebraska song, and it's a tribute to the late Brooke Berringer. I don't know anything about this. I haven't heard anything about this. So I'm pretty stoked to hear about it. And honestly, at this point, there's really only one thing left to do. Freddie, I'm gonna need them headphones, bud. I'm sorry. This ain't Freddie's place. It's Birdman's place. Ha! Let's get it. Let's start with the interview here first.
I was intrigued to learn, and I did not know this about you previously, about the Nebraska song.
Yeah.
And about the inspiration for that song, and about your relationship with that inspiration. Yeah. Share that with us.
Well, the Nebraska song, first of all, we were the biggest Sawyer Brown fan on the planet was Brooke Berringer. Brooke was a quarterback for Nebraska, and he died in a plane crash right after his senior year.
Did not know that.
I'll tell you, the way the song came about is Brooke would, like every summer when he was off, he would come out and climb on the bus and go with us. So we became big Nebraska fans as well.
Okay. So you were buddies with him.
And Brooke had this personality that was just one of the most charismatic guys I've ever seen in my life. And, 6'5", just a handsome, just Hollywood could not script this. I remember when I first met him, he was in a meet and greet line, and we were somewhere in Kansas, and he's in a meet and greet, and I kept looking down, seeing this guy that was this big guy, and he looked like a Hollywood movie star. So I get down and I said, "Well, hey, big fella," I said, "Tell me, what's your story?" He says, "I'm a football player for Nebraska." He goes, "I play quarterback." And I looked at him. This was when he was a freshman. I looked at him. I said, "Well, but of course you are." They wouldn't.
That's what I was about to say. Of course you are,
pal.
Looking like that. Yeah.
So we became really good friends with him. So they win their back-to-back national championships, and he and Tommy Frazier would sub in and out. And so they win it back-to-back. So he calls me, and he says, "Hey, they're going to do a huge celebration, a ring ceremony. There's going to be 60,000 people in the stadium." He said, "I've talked Coach Osborne and the athletic staff into hiring you guys to, after we do the ring ceremony, to come in and do a surprise concert."
Hell yeah.
So sure, we get a call from the athletic department, everything. So that's what we're going to do. They're going to do the ring ceremony, and then they're going to give out the rings, and then they're going to introduce us a surprise. And then Brooke was going to come back on stage and sing "Some Girls Do" with us at the end of the show.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's all set. So Brooke says to me, he says, "Man, you got to write a song for the event." And I said, "Brooke, man," and this is when we were just hooking it. I said, "Man, I don't have time. I just don't have time. He says, no, you got to write a song, man. You can't just, this is a big deal to us, and you can't just, you know. So finally, I sit down and a song comes out. It's the Nebraska song. So Brooke calls me and he says, hey, he says, tomorrow I'm going to pick you guys up. He goes, no one knows you're coming in. I'm going to pick you up at the airport. He says, everything's all set up. And we were sending our trucks and our buses out with all our gear and everything. And this was in the morning. And he said, did you write the song? I said, yeah, I wrote the song. He said, sing it for me. I said, Brooke, I'm not singing you the song over the phone. I said, it's two guys and I'm not singing you the song. He goes, I'm not going to hang up until you sing me the song. I said, Brooke, he said, I'm not hanging up. So I went and got my guitar and I sang him the Nebraska song.
I'm glad he did.
He just said, oh my gosh. So he says to me, he says, listen, I'm going to go practice flying because that's what he wanted to do. After football, he wanted to be a pilot. He goes, I'm going to go practice flying. And he said, I'll pick you guys up tomorrow. So I said, great.
I can already read it.
And I get a call from TK out to eat with my wife. And he said, I need you to walk outside the restaurant. I got to tell you something, but you need to walk outside.
Oh, shit. Here we come.
I'm thinking, well,
here we go.
Odd. And he said, after Brooke hung up from you, he said he went out and he crashed the plane. He said, Brooke's dead. And I was just
so thankful that he sang that song to him.
I mean, you know, it was like, you know, this kid's, you know, he's 21 years old. That just doesn't happen.
Whole life ahead of him. Big life, great life.
So I get on a flight and I fly up. His funeral was set up. So I go out and I get to Goodland, Kansas, was where he was from. And I get there and they take me in to see his mom and the funeral's going to be. And she said, hey, would you sing?
Wow.
And I said, Ms. Berringer, I can't do it. I can't. I said, I just can't. So I walked outside and it was like one of those moments that you go, man, every now and then you got to man up.
Yeah.
And I walked back in. I said, I'll sing. And Hobie was there. And Hobie had gone out with me. And so we picked a song that Duncan had wrote called I'll Leave the Light On to sing. Well, what I experienced there, Tom Osborne came in and he brought the whole team. And there was a little 5,000 seat arena. That's where they had the funeral. And there were so many people there in a town that probably holds 1,200 people that they had to open the doors and just have it overflow to where people could hear. There was probably 8,000 to 10,000 people there.
Wow. What a blessing.
And it was like a president. It was like JFK had passed. It was so impactful. Tom Osborne spoke. He was so stoic, and then I heard, you know, the assistant coaches, and there was just this such solid faith that all these men had, and so I experienced that. So upon doing that, I get a call from Tom Osborne, and he said, let's put in a scholarship in Brooke's name, a permanent scholarship. He said, if you guys will come in, I think we can raise enough money. I'll have the university match and we'll have a scholarship in Brooke's name forever and ever. Amen.
Hell yeah.
Said, I'm in. Absolutely. So I had never sang the Nebraska song for anybody but Brooke live. We decided to put it on the 6 Days on the Road album, and Brooke's number was 18, and after song 12, it goes from 12 to 18.
Oh,
And
that's
so,
cool.
So the Nebraska song is on that, but I never sang it live and decided I was never going to. Decided the only person that heard me sing this live was the person that meant the most to. And I said, I'm never going to sing it. So we get to the concert, and it's in Lincoln, and it's at the university, and it's sold out. And his mom, I had, other than the funeral, I'd never met his mom, and his mom came in the dressing room, and she said, I know what you think about the Nebraska song. She said, but I think you ought to sing it. I said, Miss Berringer, I really made a promise to myself. She said, I know that. She said, but I think it would mean something to everybody if you sang it.
Including Brooke.
So again, I didn't think I could do it, but I thought, okay, I've got to man up and do this. So I sing the Nebraska song and only get about 2 lines in. And the crowd is singing it louder than I am.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And they helped me finish it. And I looked down, and Tom Osborne, who had never broke at Brooke's funeral, he was solid.
Stoic.
He was sobbing. And he walked up on stage, and he just hugged me. And he said, thanks. You know, so that's how that song came about. That's what that song means. It still means to me. When we go to Nebraska, we know we're playing that song. We know that, and it means it's that impactful. It's as impactful as the walk is to other people. And you know, we still do that song.
The Walk. Wow, what a song. I love that song. All right, now we hear the Nebraska song. Hold on. That's not a good... Let me see if I can find a better version of it. It's not a good quality. Here we go.
Well, I came up from Goodland, Kansas. I turned 18 today. I'm college bound for Lincoln. Nebraska's where I'll stay.
So this is about
It's been
Brooke.
my dream all my life to play football on this field. And if I ever get the chance, I'll make you this deal. But I work hard, I'll do my part. You won't hear me complain. I'll never go down easy. I swear I'll pull my weight.
I love Mark Miller's voice.
Hey there, Mr. Osborne, I'll do anything to play.
Yes.
And it sure would be an honor, sir, to call you coach someday.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
Here in the middle of the Middle West, we ain't afraid to fight. Well, I've looked up to you, sir. Now I'll look you in the eye. Well, I hear something calling me like I've never heard before. It's a red and white freight train, and I wanna get on board.
Hell yeah.
Well, I work hard, I'll do my part. You won't hear me complain. I'll never go down easy. I swear I'll pull my weight. Well, hear there, Master Osborne, I'll do anything to play.
Yes. Oh, I love this.
And it sure would be an honor, sir, to call you coach someday.
That's just so cool.
I came up from Goodland, Kansas, turned 18 today. And college bound for Lincoln, Nebraska's where I'll stay.
Beautiful. What a beautiful, beautiful song. Great tribute from, Mark and Sawyer Brown to Brooke, Mark's buddy. I didn't know anything about that. I knew nothing about that, but now I'm going to have to do some research, find out a little more about him, maybe watch some clips of him, see how good he was. But very, very cool. I absolutely loved that story. I loved that song. It was so cool. It really was. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Follow me on social media. My links are right down here. If you'd like to be a member of the flock on Patreon, get some exclusive content, videos you won't see on the channel, videos YouTube doesn't want you to see that they blocked, those are on there. You can get early access to my videos. You can get your request shot at the list faster. You can get 10% off of merchandise. You can be there for Turn It Up Tuesdays. We have a lot of fun. Movie nights, comedy nights, wrestling nights, video Q&As with artists, video Q&As with other YouTubers. It's an absolute blast. I film all my reactions live with the flock. Come be a part of it. Come check it out. Information up here. Link in the description below. Like, share, subscribe. Pass me around. Let's grow the Birdman Fam. Birdman Fam, flock. Love you guys. Mean it. I'm going to see you on the next one. All right? Much love. Peace.
Oh, I shake it back. Birdman here. If you like this video, go ahead and become a member of the Birdman Fam by hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell. Also, make sure to watch the videos on this screen as well as the playlist I put together. You can also become a member of the flock, get some behind the scenes fun, early access, and your request shot at the list faster. Check that out as well. Birdman Fam, flock, I love you guys. I'm going to see you on the next one. Much love. Peace.